Welcome. Today we shall be focusing upon the source word formulation Chatushpeeth. The word formulation Chatushpeeth is the foundational formulation. It is foundational formulation as Chatushpeeth is the foundation upon which the Vedic knowledge superstructure is built. Sadhakas fulfilled with the intensity of virtue to be parallel with Vedic knowledge systems shall sit comfortably and to glimpse and imbibe the values and features of Chatushpeeth foundation for Vedic knowledge superstructure. Chatushpeeth is creation's seat of Creator, the Supreme, four-headed Lord Brahma, with the transcendental seat of transcendental Lord Shiv within cavity of heart of Lord Brahma. This creation seat manifests parallel with the manifestation of idol of four-head Lord Brahma. From this seat, there happens transcendental takeoff, the way Lord Brahma multiplies as 10 Brahmas in transcendental space, Shivlok. The transcendental takeoff of solid boundary components of Chatushpeeth structures out the outer space in a pair of phases. Firstly, as hypercube 5, a four-fold manifestation layer 3, 4, 5, 6 with 6 space as origin. And second phase is as Ashtprakriti hypercube 8, a four-fold manifestation layer 6, 7, 8, 9 with Brahman origin. With this, there happens transcendental manifestation of Moolank, basic number values 1 to 9 as the initiation line of Vedic knowledge superstructure of Chatushpeeth foundation as hypercube 4 of 9 versions, and the creative boundary of transcendental domain manifests as 10 place value system. This is an abstract statement. However, it may be taken that this statement is abstraction, but at the same time is the initiation path for being parallel with values and features of Chatushpeeth itself. Sadhakas fulfilled with intensity of urge to be parallel with Vedic knowledge systems shall sit comfortably and to glimpse and imbibe the values and features of Chatushpeeth as foundation for Vedic knowledge superstructure. Chatushpeeth is creation's seat. It is a seat of the Creator. Lord Brahma, four-headed Lord, is Creator, the Supreme. Chatushpeeth is the seat of Lord Brahma. Within cavity of heart of Lord Brahma is the seat of the transcendental Lord Shiv. Lord Brahma meditates within cavity of his own heart, and with the grace of the transcendental Lord, Lord Brahma multiplies as 10 Brahmas. It is this transcendental phenomenon of Lord Brahma multiplying as 10 Brahmas, which deserves to be imbibed well. Sadhakas fulfilled with intensity of virtue to be parallel with Vedic systems for superstructure of Vedic knowledge upon Chatushpeeth shall visit one's own body as its heart is the Chatushpeeth. As such, sadhakas are fulfilled with intensity of urge to be parallel with Vedic knowledge systems shall approach one's own heart as a Chatushpeeth. Chatushpeeth as such is hypercube of 4, the representative regular body of 4 space. Therefore, the sadhakas fulfilled with intensity of urge to be parallel with Vedic systems shall approach Vedic knowledge as one is to approach one's body with initiation point being the heart itself. It is in this background that we shall start learning the organization of Vedic knowledge as well as the way one can reach at this knowledge. One's initiation step may be numbers values 1 to 9. Hypercube 4, the representative regular body of 4 space, is of 9 versions. These 9 versions of hypercube 4 as such provide manifested format for numbers 1 to 9. Therefore, while we shall be initiating ourselves as numbers line of values 1 to 9, one shall keep in mind that in fact one is initiating oneself for the sequential organization of 9 versions of hypercube 4 itself. Number values 1 to 9 as double-digit numbers expressions will be 01, 02 to 09. Oneself sit comfortably and put to oneself as to what distinguishing features are imbibing by oneself by having a shift from single digit expressions of numbers values 1 to 9 to its double digits expressions 01, 02, 04 to 09. It is this distinguishing reservoir of features to which one will be having a reach by having transformation for expressions as single digit for number values 1 to 9 to double digit expressions for them, which will ultimately become the foundational step for having sequential transition from the linear order to the spatial order. The numbers values 1 to 9 in single digit expression or in their double digit expression are having the same values, but the space units become different. The single digit number values are the line units, while the double-digit units are of surface units. One can see that if instead of the expressions as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, if we have the expressions 1 cross 1, 1 cross 2, 1 cross 3, up till 1 cross 9, then see that though the number values remain the same, but units wise, there happens a big transformation with this shift from value 1 to 1 cross 1. In fact, there happens a shift from line units to surface area units. Step ahead, if we approach 1 as 1 over 1, 2 as 2 over 1, or 1 as 2 over 2, and 2 as 4 over 2, then we will be face to face with again a very big transformation, as this shift from 1 over 1 to 2 over 2 takes us to absolutely different structural setups. 1 over 1 as such would mean that unit is being taken as a whole. But 2 over 2 would mean that unit, surface unit, is being taken in its two parts. How the unit as a whole or unit as parts makes a difference is to be imbibed well. For this, we have to be face to face with the inherent structural features of numbers values 1 to 9. Let us sit comfortably and have a visit to these values. Soon we will be face to face with as that the first triple 1, 2, 3 is non-composite triple, while the last triple 8, 9, 10 is a composite triple. So the numbers values are of distinctive characteristics because of their internal structures. These internal structures of numbers values 1 to 9 are being fully availed, are being fully exploited, are being fully chased by the Vedic mathematics. Sadhakas are fulfilled with intensity of urge may take as that the success of Vedic mathematics and Vedic systems is that these systems could successfully chase the entire existence phenomenon in terms of these values only. If one sequentially knows the values 1 to 10, then one can satisfactorily say to oneself that one is parallel with the organization of knowledge of the Vedic systems order. Therefore, the present day mathematics, which is inventing and is availing large number of mathematical tools like pi, e, log, functions, and so on, can be smoothly, sequentially, and in natural way dispensed with, and the whole mathematics of its entire domain as such can be reduced to the natural structural features of numbers 1 to 10. Vedic mathematics text is in fact having word formulations for shunya, 0, 1, 2, 7, 9, and 10. But the number values 3, 4, 5, 6, and 8 as such are being not made part of the text of the Ganita Sutras. So the values range 0 to 10 as such is classified as a pair of classes, first as 0, 1, 2, 7, 9, and 10, and secondly as 3, 4, 5, 6, and 8. The values 0, 1, 2, 7, 9, and 10 are the part of the text, while values 3, 4, 5, 6, and 8 are inherently being availed as foundation. It is this technique, it is this feature, it is this process of the Vedic mathematics which makes Vedic approach being a unique, which is approaching whole as a pair of parts, and then one part is being taken as a foundation, another part is taken as a superstructure. So we pair of parts of whole are made interactive, and it is this self-referral system feature of the Vedic mathematics which is to be learned. Sadhakas are fulfilled with intensity of urge to be parallel with. Vedic systems have to learn as to how unit can be availed as a pair of half units, and one half is to be taken as a foundation for the second half, and second half can be taken as a superstructure for the first half, and then first half and second half can have replaced play, functional, formatting, processing steps. Therefore, we ultimately have to reach as 9 steps as Om, Paranava, Om, Omkar, Udgit, Vishatkar, Saptabhumi, Ashtaprakriti, and Navbrahm, parallel to 9 vowels A to O and number values 1 to 9, which will be taking us to 1 space to 9 space, and then their representative bodies hypercube 1 to hypercube 9, and the domain boundary ratios of these hypercubes. These 9 steps sequential progression is parallel with 9 versions of hypercube 4. Therefore, the sadhakas are fulfilled with intensity of urge to be parallel with Vedic knowledge have to be face to face with the Chatushpeeth, and one is to imbibe as to if one of the solid boundary component it has a takeoff from the Chatushpeeth, then the same as a solid dimension will manifest, will structure out the outer space as solid order space, as 5 space, as hypercube of 5 with 6 spaces in origin, and as the 4 space is of a spatial order, Therefore, the second phase, the takeoff of the solid boundary from the Chatushpeeth, will be manifesting hypercube 8 as 6, 7, 8, 9 with eternity hypercube 9 Brahm as the ultimate source. Sadhakas are fulfilled with intensity of urge to be parallel with Vedic systems shall sit comfortably and to have faith in these initial phases and stages of the organization of the Vedic knowledge so that the values stand imbibed truthfully, and ultimately one is truthfully parallel with the Vedic knowledge systems. The lesson is that Vedic knowledge is superstructured upon a Chatushpeeth. Chatushpeeth is of the format of representative regular body of a force space presided by created Lord Brahma. This Chatushpeeth format is the format of the fourth eternal chakra, that is the heart. The heart of human body is of format, values, and features of Chatushpeeth. Therefore, sadhakas have to go internal visualization of the functional apparatus beginning with the heart. As an outer space, one can be parallel with the way there is a coordination between the core of the heart, earth, with the orb of the sun. The internal line, heart line to the mind line, and external line from core of earth to orb of the sun are two internal and external organization features which run parallel as a common existence phenomenon format of a Chatushpeeth. From next session onwards, we shall be sequentially taking up the 9 sequential progression steps from Om to now Brahm, from number value 1 to number value 9, from Shad chakras transformation to 10 chakras, and this way we will be having a blissful parallel state for our knowledge. Mind creates intelligence field with the consciousness base, and sequentially, by being on this path, we shall be melting our mental states, and ultimately we will be parallel with the natural order of the creation of Creator, the Supreme. Dhanyavad.